You may be seated. Dearly beloved, we are gathered together here in the sign of God and in the face of this company to join together this man and woman in holy matrimony. Holy matrimony, which is to be commended, to be honorable among all men, and therefore it is not by any to be entered into unadvisedly or lightly, but reverently, discreetly, advisedly, and solemnly. Into this holy estate, these two persons present now come to be joined. Marriage is the union of husband and wife in heart, body, and mind. It is intended for their mutual joy and for the help and comfort given on another in both prosperity and adversity. But more importantly, it is a means through which a stable and loving environment may be attained. Through marriage, John and Janice make a commitment together to face their disappointments, to embrace their dreams, realize their hopes, and accept each other's failures. John and Janice will promise one another to aspire to these ideals throughout their lives together, through mutual understanding, through openness, and sensitivity to each other. We are here today before God because marriage is one of His most sacred wishes, and to witness the joining in marriage of John and Janice. This occasion marks a celebration of love and commitment with which this man and woman begin their life together. And now, through me, He joins you together in one of the holiest bonds. Who gives this woman in marriage to this man?
We do, on behalf of our family and friends.
Thank you. Forward. Janice, if you will stand here, face John. Put your bouquet back here. You could hold hands, face each other. This is the beginning and the continuation of their growth as individuals. With mutual care, respect, and knowledge comes the affirmation of each one's life of happiness, growth, and freedom. With respect for individual boundaries comes the freedom to love unconditionally. And within the emotional safety of a loving relationship, the knowledge of self-offered one another becomes a fertile soil for continued growth. With care and responsibility towards self and one another comes the potential for full and happy lives. This relationship stands for love, loyalty, honesty, and trust, but most of all for friendship. Before they knew love, they were friends. And it is from this seed of friendship that is their destiny. Do not think that you can direct the course of love, for if love finds you worthy, it will find you. Marriage is an act of faith and a personal commitment, as well as a moral and physical union between two people. Marriage has been described as the best and most important relationship that can exist between man and woman. It is the construction of their love and a trust into a single growing energy of spiritual life. It is a moral commitment that requires and deserves daily attention. Marriage should be a lifelong consecration of the ideal of loving kindness, backed with the will to make it last. John, do you take Janice to be your wife, to live together after God's ordinance in the holy estate of matrimony? Will you love her, comfort her, honor and keep her in sickness and in health, for richer, for poorer, for better, for worse, in sadness and in joy, to cherish and continually bestow upon her heart's deepest devotion, forsaking all others, keeping yourself only unto her for as long as you both shall live? If so, answer, I will.
I will.
And to you, Janice, take John to be your husband, to live together after God's ordinance in the holy estate of matrimony. Will you love him and comfort him, honor and keep him in sickness and in health, for richer, for poorer, for better, for worse, in sadness and in joy, to cherish and continually bestow upon him your heart's deepest devotion, forsaking all others, and keep yourself only unto him for as long as you both shall live? If so, answer, I will. May I have the rings? Thank you. I'll now bless the rings. May these rings be blessed as a symbol of this affectionate unity. These two lives are now joined in one unbroken circle. Wherever they go, may they always return to one another. May these two find in each other love for which all men and women yearn. May they grow in understanding and in compassion. May the home which they establish together be a place that many there will find a friend. May these rings symbolize the touch and spirit of love in their hearts. There's John. Let me give you the ring. And as you place it on Janice's finger, please repeat after me. Janice, you are now consecrated to me as my wife, and I give you this ring as a pledge of my love and as a symbol of our unity. And with this ring, I thee wed. And now, Janice, if you will place this ring on John's finger and repeat after me. John, you are now consecrated to me as my husband, and I give you this ring as a pledge of my love and as a symbol of our unity. And with this ring, I thee wed. We're now going to celebrate the creation of a new family. I'd like to draw your attention to this table in the back of the gazebo. Notice two roses on the table representing Dolores Stevenson and Carl Colby III, who are, although they're not here physically today, they are with us and looking down upon us with their love and approval. Although they have passed, both Dolores and Carl remain in our hearts and remain important members of this family. In addition to the roses, note the 5 vials of sand, colored sand. They represent John, Janice, and their children, Rachel, Travis, and Austin. As each family member pours their sand into the center container, they show how the individual colors create a beautiful masterpiece of love and mutual respect. And just as these sands are forever intermixed, so are the lives of the people being celebrated today. As we join this couple in marriage, we are also reminded of the significant role that Travis, Austin, and Rachel play in this marriage. Today, a new unified life is shared within this family. What, therefore, God has joined together, let no man put asunder. If you'll come back and pour the sand in all at the same time.
Let the sand pour through our hands. Let us never be apart. The joining of two separate lands. The joining of two hearts.
Beautiful. John and Janice, may you always share with each other the gifts of love. May you be in heart and in mind. May you always create a home together that puts in your hearts love, generosity, and kindness. Inasmuch as John and Janice have consented together in marriage before this company of friends and family, and have pledged their faith, and have declared their unity by the receiving and giving of rings, they are now joined. You have pronounced yourselves husband and wife, but remember to always be each other's best friend. What therefore God has joined together, let no man put asunder. And so, by the power vested in me by the state of Georgia and Almighty God, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. turn and face the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce for the first time as husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. John Stevenson.